Joining us tonight from the White House, the National Security Adviser John Bolton. Great to have you with us. And let's start with the sanctions. First, against the foreign minister of Iran following their missile test launch last week, the seizure of oil tankers, and the shoot down of an American drone. What are we doing here?
Well, the purpose is to demonstrate to the regime in Iran, which, after all, was designated by Ronald Reagan as a state sponsor of terror, right, that we regard his activities as sanctionable. We've frozen any assets he has in the United States. We've restricted his activities and those of people who do business with him. I think it's a very significant decision that the president made. We announced about a month ago we were going to do it. Now we're carrying through on it, and it sends a signal that we consider Javad Zarif, the foreign minister, an illegitimate spokesman for Iran.
And Iran itself, its government, you consider illegitimate, do you not?
Well, exactly. It is a state sponsor of terrorism. It is the world's central banker of terrorism, biggest financer, biggest armor, without any question. We've designated the Quds Force and the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps as terrorist organizations, and I think that shows we are concerned with more than just Iran's aspiration for nuclear weapons.
And in that vein, our Pentagon reporter and producer have just confirmed the Washington Post story that the Trump administration has waived 5 nuclear-related sanctions against Iran after all of their aggressions. This is hard for me, at least, to square up immediately.
Well, let me see what I can do. I think the idea here is we are watching those nuclear activities very, very closely. They remain under daily scrutiny. And it's certainly the case that nothing that we see that contributes in any way to the possibility of an Iran nuclear weapons capability are we going to permit. So this is a short 90-day extension. It's intended, as I say, to be under constant observation, and I just keep my eye on that spot.
And I assume that you are the designated observer of that over that 90-day period. Watching also closely, as always, North Korea, which launched again 2 short-range ballistic missiles. Provocation that some believe is directly tied to the trade talks with China, which have ended, at least to this point, without resolution. What's going on there?
Well, I think on the trade talks, we'll be expecting the president will have a chance to hear from Bob Lighthizer, the trade representative, and Stephen Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, tomorrow. They're on their way back from Shanghai tonight. The next negotiation's not scheduled till September, but we'll have a better chance to speak to that after we've heard from the negotiators. I will say this. I think that the president taking this really unusual step of meeting Kim Jong-un at the demilitarized zone on June the 30th, walking into North Korea, has once again opened the door for North Korea to make a strategic decision to give up nuclear weapons and walk through it into a different future. Now, the firing of these missiles don't violate the pledge that Kim Jong-un made to the president about intercontinental range ballistic missiles, but you have to ask if when the real diplomacy is going to begin, when the working level discussions on denuclearization will begin, as Kim Jong-un again said on June 30 he was prepared to do. We're still waiting to hear from North Korea.
And since that summit 5 weapons test, no deal reached, and the process goes on. We, at the same time, are looking at a buildup of Chinese forces on the border with Hong Kong. Does this imply, in your judgment, the prospect of military force to be used by Beijing against demonstrators in Hong Kong?
Well, I don't think it's accidental. I've heard rumors from friends in the region about this and people expressing concern. I would just say I hope that people who remember what happened after Tiananmen Square in June of 1989 take that into account. I think China made a commitment in the joint Sino-British declaration to give Hong Kong 50 years of separate status after the handover. And, you know, if China doesn't honor its international commitments, it sends a signal for other possible commitments they might make in the future.